Hey, hi, we Purra Vilash and Van Hao Chai are students pursuing post-graduation from Victoria University, and basically this blog is a part of our curriculum assessment. So let's just first discuss what is domestic violence. Confident fury, more commonly known as house servant violence, is a form of violence that can occur between people who share any form of relationship with each other. Domestic violence can be of many types like physical, emotional, psychological, economic, and mental. These varieties of contemporary need to be examined in more point to analyze trend in these law breaking over the past time years. Physical violence is observed when a mortal of any historic period experienced biting, slapping, beating by known somebody at various localization. So usual sex violence to demand and control an individual. Now let's just dig a bit deeper in order to understand this vast issue more properly. So for that we have taken help of powerful tool SAP Lumira, and now let's just discuss the help of visualization. So in my first graph there are number of incident by category and year. So this heat graph shows that assault cases are the most recorded incident as compared to the sexual assault and kidnapping. Now let's just move to the second graph. It is basically depending upon describing about the gender. So basically it is for number of incident by gender. This area chart shows that females are to be more victim of domestic violence as compared to the males. And as we can see from the graph that data for female is more than male. Now let's just move to the third graph. It describes about the number of incident by region and year. So this is a bar chart clearly showing that New South Wales is the state that with highest number of recorded incident, followed by the Western Australia and South Australia. The state in which the least number of cases were recorded is ACT, which is Canberra, Australian Capital Territory. Now let's just move for the fourth graph, and basically it describes about the number of assault incident by the age group. So as we can see in this pie chart, it is the description of age. Almost 50% victims of assault lies between 25 to 44. So one can say that the most number of crimes happen within this range of the age. Now let's just move on the fifth graph. It basically describes about the number of assault incident by relationship. So this is a tree chart that shows us that the intimate partners are mostly involved in the assault cases, which is followed by partners and other family members. So this was about the relationships, and now let's move for the number of assault incident by gender and location. So this is a 3D column chart, and we can see that most of the incident happen in residential areas for both males and female, while least number of incident happen in the open space. So this graph describes about the positions where these crimes happen. Now let's move to the another graph, and the last graph, which is a number of assault incident by weapon and year. Basically in this graph we are describing the kind of weapon used in the issues. So this is a line chart showing trends for the year 2014 and 2015. It tells us about the weapon used by the offenders. As we can see, in most of the cases no weapon were used. When it comes to the weapon used, knife is at the top of the list and firearm at the last. So this was a study about the domestic violence in Australia, and we can clearly see that there are number of most of the cases are in New South Wales. And thanks for that.
Recorded you.